right. Let's see if we can keep that going. Fantastic. So thank you to both Team B and now Anul. You've had your 10 minutes. Everything good?
Yeah.
Ready to rock? Mm-hmm. Fantastic. So without further ado, we're going to have Anul and team present. Team 4, Zubair. Ready to set up here? Okay, so Anul, we're going to see a demonstration of automation of multiple OCP 311 deployment on Ansible Tower. When you're ready, gentlemen, we'll start the timer.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hi, my name is Anuel. I am professional services team based in Israel.
And I'm Guy Rockover. We're in the same team with him.
And you know what? Before we start with it, Guy, can I ask you just go to our Ansible Tower and start the workflow template?
Mm-hmm.
Because it will take some time to this job to be launched and to run. Yes. Good. You see now our job started and launched. Meanwhile, I would ask one question. Please raise a hand, people that at least once deployed OpenShift 311 cluster. Wow. And if I will ask you to do it in parallel number of clusters and in disconnected environment, okay, can you provide me some kind of assessment of how time it can take? So, at the end of the demo, we will answer this question, how we did it. But I would like to start with our customer story. We have discussion with our customer, and he says, look, you guys do excellent stuff. You provide us central cloud, and I have a dream. So what is your dream? I have a dream to bring our central cluster and central cloud to the edge locations. But I have multiple edge locations. I have more than 50, 60 edge locations. How can I do it? Okay. And it's not all. I am doing it on VMware platform. I'm working with VMware. Okay. Oh. And we want to have application lifecycle management from the central place to all those edge locations. Okay. We can't guarantee connectivity, and we must be in disconnected environment. Excellent. HA, reliable, secure. Wow. You can imagine our faces when we look one on another, what we can do with it? Yeah, right. But you know, our middle name is?
Magic.
Magic. So we started to think, what can help us to bring this dream to be true, to came true? So we took a bunch of our technologies. We took their vSphere, but we was asked by Alan and team to provide the same stuff on our HPDS in our technologies, so our reusability and our modularity can help us to do it also on Red Hat virtualization when we are looking and using not only VMDK as persistent volume, but cluster storage. So we can do it versatilely in different platforms. We use Ansible engine, and we use Ansible Tower to be orchestrator of all these dreams to go together and to complete. And the goal was OpenShift platform, because they want to provide the cloud containerized application. So excellent choice is OpenShift. And they want also to provide central vision of all stuff. So it means all edge locations Grafana data should be reflected back to the central location, okay? And definitely we need to do some kind of reusability, so we're using source version control. Git was our choice. This was the customer's vision end-to-end. By the way, this is from customer's presentation. I took his permit to use it in our RHT. So, looks good. Business values that we provide in this solution, we did it. We have no human errors or minimal number of human errors. We can do it automatically, we can do it repeatable, self-healing. We provided some kind of scaling out to different locations and to scale out in the existing cluster. We have sanity checks. Oh, not everyone can do it. We have security, no authorized use, and centralized controls and decentralized run. Guy,
Yes.
you want
Okay.
to start to explain them?
Yeah, so now I'm going to take this more into actually how we perform this. Now, this is a diagram as like a scenario we're talking about, that you have 1, 2, 3, 50, 60 data centers that you want to be able to deploy OpenShift in a certain manner that the customer required. So we went with the approach and have the central monitoring of Grafana that everyone is connected in. So we decided, as Anu would explain, to use Ansible Tower Workflow to build a workflow of a number of steps that will have a modular approach where we take each part of the deployment, concentrate it, and also, I don't like writing things twice, so when we write down the playbooks and everything, to take in all different kind of scenarios we could possibly take, that also allows us to reuse it in multiple sites afterwards. So
Oh, if I look right in this provision virtual machine, so we are started with provisional virtual machine stage.
yes, so we're starting with provisioning the virtual machines in this scenario. So if we go back to our workflow we started earlier, so we'll see here that in this first stage, if you see it, we have...
By the way, this is the jobs that we launched before starting.
at the beginning,
This
yeah.
is the jobs that is now running.
So we have these deploy instances. So in this scenario, we're using Rev. So here's our Rev board. If we go over to the virtual machines.
It can be VMware, yes?
These are a
if
number,
you
yeah.
want, but it's Rev.
These are a number of, this is a Rev scenario, but we also have additional playbooks, which I'll show in a second. But here we have clusters we've deployed already. The one we're doing now is found like this. So these machines were created now. If you can see, it's uptime 4 minutes, 3 minutes. So they're now being deployed, and the stage that we're at now is that we have preparation tasks.
Can you show us a little bit inside what is going on now, right now?
Mm-hmm. So let's just see that. Take its time. All right, so here we have, now it's performing different jobs. Here we have, it's registering to the pool. Now this particular, I'll show you the playbook. Here's our Git that Annual mentioned. So in the Git we have, for VMware, our own flavor based on what the customer needs, in the sense that it uses the modules of Ansible as well, if you need extra disks, if you want them or not, and also to be able to network interfaces, static IPs or DHCP, etc., etc hosts, if you're connected or not. Our customer here was particularly disconnected scenario.
Just show us in Ansible maybe how you are connecting Git with projects.
Well, here we can see more of the explanation, as we go inside of all the playbooks. It's a little bit big, but it's public. Everyone can go and connect afterwards and take a look if they like. Here we have, you see the different options we have explained as far as DNH, DHCP, if you're connected or not, if you want to have extra disks or not, etc. In order to be able to meet the scenarios that the customer was looking for, as well as think forward as far as what other customers might want as well, if we want to reuse this, this option. We mentioned earlier the Grafana. So here we can see this is a Grafana that is external to OpenShift. It's sitting outside, let's say in the central location. And here we can see that we have 2 clusters that right now are being monitored. One of them here, we can see the nodes we have here.
Just imagine that it can be done in parallel. Yes, it's just we show you 1 or 2, but it's 50, 60, how much you want.
Yeah, this happens in the post stage. And of course, the post stage could also be expanded to allow any other kind of particular things that we would need. So when we go to another customer, we're hoping that there will be a minimal amount of integration that would be needed for another customer that would want to use what we put together here.
And how you are doing sanity checks, how you are expanding this cluster,
So
if you want.
based on this particular customer, we put together a group of sanity tests here in the Git as well, which based on documentation that recommended, but also some things the customer wanted specifically. And it does things like restarting the nodes one by one, checking that SLinux is enabled, bringing up a project, checking the persistent storage, bringing up an application, seeing that you can reach it. So that way, whenever you deploy it in the edge location, you know that if it says it's done, then it's done.
I want to share with people here that we have one challenge. Show us, please, one of our inventory files in Ansible Tower. We have inventory files, and it's pretty cool inventory files that you just need to fulfill. But you can see it have a lot of information, a lot of groups, a lot of host names, etc., etc., and because of configuration. So one of challenges that we were already done, it was to provide 2 stuff, big or small footprint, to be big cluster or small cluster, and are you want it to be done in which location? So 2 details, and we can provide you automatical inventory fulfillment. So if I want to allow you to take one takeaway from this demo, it will be the next stuff. You can see how all our technologies in combination can provide your customers real business value to save their time, to avoid human errors, and to be very, very happy with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anul, Guy, thank you. Great, great presentation. So, on we go. Look, we're doing well. We're keeping in time here, aren't we?